early on in the season for the first time this year. Kyle Johnston leads our officiating crew as the head referee for today's ball game.
Yeah, Enzo Martínez is back. That'll be great, a welcome addition for Legion FC, but there will be no, I would expect Goodrum to kind of push up top, but Serrano, Perez, and Goodrum, all guys who were involved, and they both.
Arturo Ordonez gets things kicked off as we welcome you to the 2025 USL Kickoff presented by Terminex throughout the month of March. This is the last of a two-match homestand to open the season for Birmingham as they'll go back onto the road this upcoming week. In fact, they'll be on the road for a while for the next 3 weeks as there's the first shot on goal, just a little bit off to the left that time for Ronaldo Damus.
Anytime they get a chance to push the ball forward and push it forward quickly, they need to, because you have Ronaldo Damus who can go and he can score goals on his own and he can create for others if he needs to, but a little bit wide there.
They had gone 2-0 for each of the past 3 seasons. Here's a kick in just wide of McFadden Oekel and the goal as well by Zach Duncan.
Can certainly hit him from that distance, but a little off target there, but kind of wakes McFadden Oekel, gives him
a couple of early opportunities off toward the north end. Van Oekel gets the ball back into play. Birmingham trying to move it up the field. Duncan able to clear it out. Now Louisville City trying to push a little bit of tempo, but Birmingham able to play that loose ball.
That's fantastic defending again from Ramiz Hamouda to shepherd the player outside, but he's caught out a little bit here.
Now Louisville City trying to take the lead, but they just miss a little bit high of the goal.
But beats a player there and just absolutely puts his left foot through.
Just hasn't been able to find the back of the net. So the ball around the middle of the field is now a Louisville City player behind the D, and maybe a one-on-one opportunity as they convert into the back of the net to get on the board first.
Yeah, that's really, really good work from Louisville. Questionable defending from Legion FC, but Perez gets up there and just absolutely rifles into the roof of the net past Van Oekel. But again, we talked about Legion FC missing some of those chances. They've had a couple of opportunities and haven't put them away. Louisville City gets one really, really good look at the goal, and they bury it. That's been the difference so far. As we get a look at the replay, we'll see that Ramiz Hamouda may have been tucked inside just a little bit too far. Turnbull can hit this first time, and there it is.
And there's Turnbull as that gets knocked up into the air. Anybody's ball. As Birmingham a chance to score, and that was about the best opportunity for Birmingham we've seen all day, Morgan. And once again,
they do a great job of getting the ball to Turnbull, who was open, and then Enzo Martínez puts his foot through it and just puts it over the bar. You have to take these opportunities if you're Birmingham, or if you're any team who's playing against Louisville. Starting to get after. They're starting to notice that it's open. What a fantastic save from Van Oekel. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, outstanding effort by Van Oekel.
Here, great ball in, gets around the defender, heads that down, and right next to Van Oekel's foot. But he may be one of the oldest goalkeepers in the league, but he sure does.
As that goes out of bounds and stays with Birmingham as Turnbull ready to throw it in almost immediately. Birmingham trying to keep a quick pace so far in the first half, but Louisville takes it away at midfield.
Didn't need to win the ball there. All he needed to do was slow him down, and now he has an opportunity on goal. Great save from Van Oekel. But again, Ethan Coast does not need to win the ball there as a center back. Okay.
We've said that a number of times so far on free or corner kicks. That's a good kick and ties up the match. Finally, Birmingham gets a chance, and not only gets a chance, but takes advantage.
Yeah, and Coach Danny Cruz was telling us earlier this week that sometimes there are teams who do well against them on set pieces, and this is another one for Birmingham. He talked about Damian Loss. He wanted him to get better at reading crosses and coming out and collecting them. He tries to come and get this one. He doesn't get there. Ronaldo gets there first, heads it home for another AT&T goal to make this match 1-1 right at the stroke of halftime. That's huge for Birmingham.
And that's what the front office for Birmingham brought someone like Ronaldo Damus in for. And that's Perez, I believe, and in fact will conclude the opening half. An exciting first half as both teams able to get on the board as Birmingham will go 2-0 to start the season for the fourth consecutive year. Birmingham going toward the north end of the field here in the second half as they kick it back into play.
And speaking of both coaches earlier this week, there's that space that I've been talking about. Manny Perez getting on the end, and here's an opportunity for another carbon copy of the first half.
However, a nice effort that time by Van Oekel.
Having the opportunity to get down the field and go straight at Van Oekel, almost a carbon copy, saves it, but doesn't clear the danger completely. Jake Roof comes to save the goal. Louisville's going to whip it in. That sun is right in Van Oekel's face, so will be difficult to deal with, but the wind will be tough to adjust to here as well.
They do say a corner kick is nice save from Van Oekel to keep the game tied. Louisville the lead.
Yeah, and McFadden comes from the top of the 18 freely, nobody's there, and it goes off of the back of Tabort, and then Van Oekel makes a good reactionary save. That's one of those deflections. That sun is going to be tough for Van Oekel to deal with.
There's a low line drive, batted out right outside the box, and nice job by Van Oekel once again to keep this game tied.
First we'll see Van Oekel here making this save to try and spring the attack for Legion FC.
Yeah, great effort by Damus as he tries to pass it off toward the far side. Able to get through is now Birmingham trying to take their first lead as it gets deflected out of bounds. A nice effort by Damian Lass.
He plays the ball long, and then it does take a deflection. That's another one that we talked about. Deflections can
and that both teams did not score until the back third of the first half. Louisville at the 30th minute, and then Birmingham right before the two teams got into the locker room.
Oh, he slips. There's an opportunity for Birmingham.
One-on-one opportunity is nice job by Lass to be able to keep this game tied with the save.
What teams will do is they'll play the short game because they expect the 2v1 to be better than the one defender.
Here's the kick toward the goal, headed and over the net that time. Hernandez Foster on the Chick-fil-A corner kick. That time just couldn't finish things off.
Looks like Dawson McCartney got on the end of it. It goes off the top of the...
Still an opportunity for Louisville maybe to pull out a victory here in stoppage time. Brought to you by UAB Medicine as we have the whistle, and I believe we have gotten to the finish line.